think back to the day of September 11th, 2001. I am sure all of you can remember where you were, what you were doing, and exactly how you felt whenever that needle crawled down your spine, when you saw with your own eyes our country under attack. I know I remember. That's why I'm here today to pay tribute to all those men and women who risked and gave their life for their fellow citizens. There are so many reasons why I would like to pay tribute to these men and women, but today I would like to tell you what I believe are the most important. Their courage to walk into an unstable structure and climb what seemed like a million steps to save a person that they didn't even know. As a result of this tragic event, firefighters and the first responders were seen in a new light through the eyes of American people, and also the effect that it had on their families. Just to put in perspective, the amount of men and women who risked and lost their life on September 11th, 2001, in an attempt to save the citizens of our country, here are some facts. Out of the 2,977 people that lost their lives on 9/11, 412 were emergency responders. There was 341 firefighters, 2 paramedics from the New York City Fire Department, 37 police officers from the Port Authority in New York and New Jersey Police Department, 23 police officers from New York City Police Department, and 8 emergency medical technicians and paramedics from private ambulance companies. This horrendous event killed firefighters from 75 different firehouses throughout New York City alone. Let me remind you that these 412 emergency workers killed does not even include the ones who simply risked their life and injured and recovered. I know I don't speak for myself when I say I can't even begin to explain or express my gratitude and respect for these heroes and guardian angels. Following 9/11, Americans in every state gained a new respect for emergency workers as a whole. I believe this event put in perspective what emergency workers do on a daily basis. These men and women, especially firefighters and police officers, put their lives in danger on a daily basis for civilians. This takes a truly special person inside and out. These special people risk their lives to save a person that they don't even know, and do it with no expectation of a thank you or a reward. For the following years after this tragic event, communities came together in every state to bring thanks and express their gratitude towards emergency workers in several different ways. In the city of the Big Apple, volunteers came together to make a memorial for these men and women, put together several dinners for the emergency workers and their families. What people outside of the emergency response team do to understand is that these men and women in their line of work, it's not just a job. They have a deep love and passion for what they do. They have a special bond with the line of work as part of the emergency response team, saving, helping, providing care to the sick and injured, as well as grow a bond that you can't even think of or explain with their coworkers. This is why firefighters commonly refer to themselves in a brotherhood. Think about it. The man standing in front or behind or on either side of you are your partner or partners. They protect you and you protect them, so everyone can return home to their families. In the morning of September 11, 2001, America went to work, school, or on their daily routine as usual, not knowing what the day held. The morning of September 11th, the 412 men and women went out to work just like any other day, kissing their families goodbye, not knowing that it would be the last time they would ever see one another. At 8:48 a.m. that morning, the first tower was struck by Flight 11, a 747 aircraft. Approximately 5 minutes later, the dispatch went out for police, fire, and EMS systems to respond to this unimaginable event. At that moment, all of these men and women made the decision to stand by their brothers and end up giving their life for us. I can only imagine the pain the families of those men and women endured on that day, not only seeing our nation under attack by terrorists, but to get a phone call, see on TV, or some not even know for several days that their husband, wife, daughter, son, or friend were never returning home. I respect and have a heavy heart for every single one of them. As you can see, I can't express my gratitude enough to all these men and women who gave their lives to save someone else's. These heroes, fathers, mothers, or friends will hold a special place in my heart forever. I would like to believe if it was me I'd put in this position, I would make the same decision that they made and have the courage to do what they did. So once again, thank you for all that you do, and not only on the day of 11, but every single day.